Welcome back to Cute Smart Conversations with Capital Sage and the man of the hour, Non-Ether. Hello.
Let's get it.
You put
How
your
you doing? How you doing?
you put your blunt out. That was the vibe.
Oh no, I'm finna light it back up. I just was, caught up in the conversation, how we was getting it going. But yeah,
Look,
I really want.
can I tell them really quick what we were talking about?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let them know.
Advocate smoking mid. I said it.
Hmm.
I said it. It's nothing wrong with smoking mid every now and again. Sometimes the situation calls for mid. I said it. I said it.
Honestly, I agree. I feel like people at this point are like too prideful to admit that they still buy Doty and Dro. Cause you got a lot of rapper weed, you got a lot of rapper weed out here, and it's a competition. Everybody want to be smoking the best blueberry, strawberry this and airplane that, which is cool. Like the name is nice, but
Yeah.
as long as it's good weed, that's all that really matters. I feel like, it's different vibes and different moods. You want to smoke. Even Reggie, we can talk about Reggie. You smoke Reggie when you want to get like a body high. Reggie makes me sleepy.
You don't think Reggie makes your head hurt?
No. I feel like there's different grades of Reggie. There's like good Reggie that break down like mid or like OG. It's real moist and shit. Like it's just who you come across that has it. There's some people that really specialize in fucking with Reggie and just like, nah, I don't do nothing else. Cause there's old heads out here that just smoke Reggie. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest with you, I think that you might have a different definition of Reggie. In Atlanta, Reggie means that dirt. Reggie means this is a stick. Let me tell you something that they do in Atlanta, and you tell me if they do it where you're from. Some people back in the day, when they only had mid, they would have some dirt weed that would not get you high at all, but they would spray like cologne on it so that it smelled like something.
Right.
And when you
it
would give you a headache because somebody tried to jug and they would put cologne on some dirt weed, and that's what we call Reggie. So it's like you never want.
Yeah.
Where
you be like, damn, we just
Atlanta,
somebody
when you say Reggie, people be like, oh no.
Yeah, they don't even fuck with it.
No. Now mid is different. I enjoy mid, but Reggie has a stigma to it. Reggie is some dirt weed that somebody probably put some cologne on.
Right. Yeah, that shit like
you. Dro is my favorite weed of all times. I said it.
Why?
Because I don't need all that. And it's not that I don't want to be high. It's that it's okay to be cool with it. Like, it's okay to like.
It's loud though, right?
To me, Dro is good quality. It's right between mid and loud. It's a good high. It's not too crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, I don't know. It's something about Dro. I'm just like, it was nice and fluffy. It was easy to break up. Like, I'm a Dro fan.
It's got like that, it's a sort of lemony type of taste to it. You know what I'm talking about?
Bro? Oh, you mean sour diesel? Sour diesel.
No.
Shit, man.
I'm talking about the taste that Dro has though.
Really?
Like what does Dro taste like to you or dope?
To me, Dro tastes like air.
Okay.
It has no taste at all.
Okay. You get high from it though?
I love Dro. Now see, I smoked a lot in my 20s. I was a stoner in my 20s. And so now I smoke occasionally. But in my 20s, I can go all into what I used to love and smoke in my 20s. Recently, if we're going to talk about it, I feel so taboo. I'm like, weed, you know what I'm saying? Because I be on my spirituality. I'm like, let me loosen up and talk about some weed. But recently I smoked Durban Poison, and I liked it. It's a sativa indica hybrid, but it's like 80% sativa.
I've heard of it. I haven't smoked it, but I've heard about
it. And I had, I don't know, I be teetering back and forth between indica and sativa. I think I like sativa better because I'm not trying to be tired. I think
Yeah.
indica is for real weed smokers.
It make you fucking clean your whole house, don't it? It make you clean your whole house.
Sativa, exactly.
Yeah.
See, I record. I be trying to make music and shit.
Right.
So I'll
Right.
get my
Yeah, it
sativa
works.
like, oh shit, we finna make some music. And I be by
Yeah.
myself talking about we finna make some music. Oh shit.
Oh, I catch so many vibes.
I be
Right.
back by myself. We finna do this.
Right. Yeah.
But see, I feel like indica is for real smokers who smoke all the time. Or like sometimes I want to feel like this, sometimes I want to feel like that. I only smoke when I feel like smoking, and I be wanting sativa.
Right.
Now,
Right.
don't get me started on the eddies because the edibles is a whole other thing.
Oh man.
Now that's a whole other story.
I just had a crazy experience with some edibles a couple weeks back.
What happened?
Oh man. I was at the airport in Florida and my flight was delayed, right? So I go to eat these me and my friend we was eating these they look like cough drops but they was thick, like, you know what I'm saying? They was fucking
Yes.
500 milligrams a piece.
500.
So we go to eat it. Man, what? We
Ouch.
eat them hoes. We eat them hoes. We eat them. I'm like, these are nasty.
They taste like drops.
They weren't sweet. You know what I'm saying? It was like the texture was like eating I don't know, like something between rubber and some kind of plastic. So you gotta kind of chew through that texture, like, you know. But
That's weird.
but when I tell you, I didn't get no sleep. I did get sleep because of those. If I didn't hit them hoes, I wouldn't have got no sleep. Like when it hit you, I woke up and I was so high. I was like, damn, like okay, that's what it was. Cause I'm thinking of what I did before that, before I went to sleep.
Yeah.
And it was them edible things. Like, hey, and it had me feeling so good. Like the high lasted from that night all the way to like 12 the next day. I'm like, yeah, that was a nice little mellow high.
You only had one?
You know? I had two. I had two of them.
Damn.
So right.
It's already going to
yeah, that was a long high. God, I was like not feeling nothing.
And when was this?
We was walking. This was a couple weeks ago in Orlando. Yeah.
You would be so high that like you just feel like you never the same again.
I've been high one time. I was so high, right? To where I laid down and I felt.
I'm talking about in my 20s.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened to you?
I don't even know if I want to get into all that. It was acid. It was acid. Okay. Let's move on.
Okay. Cool.
Acid. Let's not talk about it.
There was one time I got so high, right? Yeah. I went to go lay down and I felt like I kept falling. I was like, damn, I'm already laying down. Like, how much do I need to sink into my bed? I'm like, fuck. You know, but it was so different because that high I had never had before. It was like almost like a hallucination, but it wasn't. It was just one of those highs where I was just like out of my mind, like, whoa, this is beyond my limits, you know? So it was pretty dope, though. I laugh at that shit.
Funny story then. See, you got me talking about weed. You're so cool. Most people can't get me talking about weed. I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I love weed. I respect it. I try not to abuse it.
But look, when Kush first came out, I don't know. On the West Coast, they always had good weed. But in Atlanta, it used to be only mid, and then Kush came out. The first time I smoked Kush, I was in my 20s, right? So I had to go to work. But somebody said, I got some Kush. And I was like, I can't turn this down. So I smoked the Kush in the park while I was walking to work. And I ended up having to stop in a bar and go throw up. And so I got to work with throw up on my breath. And you know how after you like throw up, you be extra high? So I'm at work,
I've
bloodshot, and my
yeah.
breath smells like throw up, and I'm just like, hey.
You went to work like that?
Hi. Because I was going to work anyway, but I had like a random hippie friend, and they were like, "Hey, I got some Kush." I was like, "You got Kush?"
Oh yeah, that shit. The Kush,
Turn that down. That's like somebody being like, "Here's some Louis Vuitton shoes." What? Yes.
right. That shit's crazy.
Lord have mercy.
That shit, yeah.
20s, you can do that when you're that
Now,
age.
they didn't turn it up now though.
Job if I get fired.
Yeah, they turned it up now. Like that shit, they turned up on that shit now in Houston. Like I go down the street and just show you, like it's wild.
I mean, loud is a thing now, but I'm saying like it used to be where the only thing they had was mid. So when Kush first came out, it was just like what?
Yeah, right. That OG shit.
People had to
OG
ship
shit.
stuff to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta didn't have no weed scene. It was like you got this mid and that's it. Or somebody done went to California and risked their life to bring it back.
Right. See, I'm glad.
The ounce was $400. Let's not talk about that. Do you remember that? Grams used to be $25.
Yep, I remember. And that was nice though. That was nice.
It was down to 0.9.
Yeah, I was getting some low. Man. Where I was at that time, they was having it. Yeah.
It used to be $25. An ounce used to be about $450. Cute conversations here with 9 Ether. We advocate it, but we know about that Kush, don't we?
Indeed. Yeah. That's
hello. So I met this really strapping young man through music. I actually saw him on social media, and I thought his flow was amazing. Like I just saw him doing some rap videos of like just playing beats and rapping, and I was just like, it's something really dope about this dude. So we just started talking about music and stuff like that. But along the journey, I realized that he's very spiritual and like metaphysical and energetic and stuff like that too. So that's why we're on cute, smart conversations because, hey, that part.
Indeed, I appreciate the love.
Of course. I want to see what be on your mind. Want to tell me something energetic?
Yeah, I want to say that growth is real. You know what I'm saying? And just to be able to be aware of my process and like how I, you know, even how I package my music and how serious I take it now. It's like, it's a learning experience in itself, and just vibing with people on the same energy, the same mindset. Everybody want to see each other up. It's been such a ride. I never thought that my life would turn out like this. But I always knew from a kid that music was life. And just getting on my spiritual journey. Just intertwined all that and just connect so many dots.
Well, when you
just
say you didn't think your life would turn out this way, what do you mean?
I'm sorry?
When you say that you didn't think your life would turn out this way, what do you mean?
Oh, just really living that artist's lifestyle, that I kind of had visions of, as I was younger. It was like, I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't see, what I would be doing at 24, when I was 12, 13. Just a lot about life. You just keep learning as you go. That's really what I was referring to.
So what's one thing that shocked you? And then I'll share something.
Performing. Performing and going to like events and seeing things like face to face, other artists go hard as you and making you want to go harder when you leave, and just manifesting, certain things. Like, whoa.
That you manifested.
Yeah.
I love that type of talk. Tell me.
Mm-hmm. I manifested just all the tools I needed, you know, for me to be able to record my music to the type of beats I'm into, to how I keep out a lookout for, you know, new artists, certain underground artists, you know, just being paying attention, just, you know, looking at shit like from an artistic point of view, you know, being able to tell my story and do it artistically. You know what I'm saying? With that spiritual flair on it. I'm trying to do my thing. Yeah.
So is your story spiritual? Do you express yourself spiritually, or is that just part of it? Like, is that just something that comes out, or is that something that you focus on in your music that you're just like, I'm gonna express what I see spiritually?
Yeah, I feel like it's from the jump, it's spiritual because you know the way I look at music, like recording our voices is like recording our souls. You know, we putting that on, you know, on something, you know, and it's just deep. You know, the way I look at it is I don't have enough time to explain, but it's deep. You know, to me, the way I look at it, and I just appreciate how I do my thing, and you know, just be patient with myself because I know it's serious. You know, it's a responsible gift to have.
It's, you say it's a responsibility to have, like, to be talented,
It's
right?
a, it's a responsible gift. Yeah, a
Yeah,
gift that comes
because
with
when
responsibility.
you put a
Yeah,
melody behind something, it becomes like a spell.
right. And
Like,
then just what you say, like
it's
how you can say, yeah,
it like bypasses your conscious mind. It goes
right.
like
That's the
right into
spiritual
the
part of it. That's
mind.
yeah, right. That's the spiritual part of it. That's what music, you know, that comes from the soul. You know, the shit that you can't see. That's emitted. That's the ether. You know, um,
That's where your
and I
name
feel
came
like
from.
that name came from man.
What?
I was like 15, I was 14, 15. You know, when I came up with nine, it was just something that kind of just came to me out the blue. Um, Kind of the same way I title a song. You know, I might not get the name of the song until it comes to me. I write until you know it hit, and then the word end up meaning so much, and you know, I don't know. It's just so much tied to it. I'll be trying to
Do you want to
understand,
say something for the people?
but I know it comes from God. So that's the whole thing. You
Do
know,
you
I'm
want to
just.
say something for the people?
I'm sorry.
Do you want to spit something for the people?
Do I want to spit something from the people?
Do you want to spit something for the people?
Nah, I ain't gonna spit nothing for the
You
people.
sure you don't want to spit 4 bars for the people?
Let me see.
I can make a beat.
Nah, I ain't gotta do all that. Um, it's not Ethan and Sage. You know, we rocking on the same page. These boys ain't on it. That's all right. We on the same phase. Phase 9 all the time when I rock it. You already know how I do it when I drop it. Couple bars, yeah, we know who we are. We up in the stars, yeah, we far like we Mars. Something like that. So you hit the beat. Look, we gonna have to really make one while you playing. We gonna make one.
You heard
Yeah,
this?
okay.
You like,
Oh yeah, I came up doing that. Yeah.
you do that for like 2 bars, and then it goes off beat. Look. Where the beat go?
Yeah, you gotta work on it. You gotta work on
I mean, whatever.
it. You gotta loop your
I got
beat.
this long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta loop your pattern. You got the rhythm. You got it.
But see, what's funny is that I used to be one of those artists. I make music.
Yeah.
I used to be one of those artists that was like, I never want to be behind the board because I'm the creative. But I started recording and mixing myself, and I'm so happy I did it. And I'm saying that to say, I've always been like, I probably won't make beats. I'm not a beat maker. But it's like, at this point, why not?
Right.
Like, I made a beat before, and it sounded like this.
Yeah.
But
After a while.
I think I might try and keep practicing because you can only get better if you practice.
Yeah.
I've always been that type of artist that was just like, I don't want to be behind the boards, but now when I tell you mixing is so therapeutic for me,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, do you like to draw?
Yeah.
You
I used to draw really good. Yeah.
that picture back there.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so I like to draw because it kind of makes you zone out from the world.
Right.
And once you start drawing, you don't think about nothing else because you like really trying to get your lines
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Mixing is that for me now.
Mm.
It's like you just get into
Same.
it. Like, oh, I gotta.
Yeah. Same.
It's like drawing audioly, whatever the word is for audio-ness. It's audio
Right.
drawing. It's so awesome. You just get lost in it.
Yeah, I spent hours locked in.
You
I don't even know how many. I just be in it. Like soon as I lock in this trance until it's time to come out of it. That's how it works.
Mix, or you
Yeah, I mean,
like just being in the studio period, or do you mix?
I used to do studio time, not as much, but I do need to. I feel like I need to because of just different locations.
But
I want to try
are you saying that when you
but
go
I
in,
record.
what are you doing?
I do my own mixing and stuff though.
So you know what I'm talking about then.
Right.
About it. It's like when you first start doing this, you might be all technical. You might be like, oh, this don't sound good, that don't sound good. But then you start getting into it and it's just like a vibe.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already know. It is worth it. It's worth it.
But you know what I can't stand? I can't stand when you hear it in the headphones or something and you be like, okay, this sounds straight. And then you put it on the speaker, you be like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. This shit sounds like a hot fucking mess.
And then when you put it in the car, it sounds different.
Hour or so, just like, oh yeah, this shit sounds good.
Yeah. You notice that?
That's when you put it on the speaker. I'm still trying to make it not sound a hot mess, but I'm having fun. The audio went off. I can't hear you. Hold on. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Okay. There you go. Yeah. It was on mute. It was on mute. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Okay, so I was saying, yeah, it's like 4 different things. Is when you hear it in the car, when you hear the performance in speakers, when you hear it in your speakers and your earphones. It's 4 different ways to hear your music.
The car, the big speakers, your headphones, and then what else?
Your earphones.
No, I got the earphones, and then you said your speaker, and then you said in the car, and then you said something else.
And then performance speakers, like at a show. Yeah.
Because those speakers don't mix. Because as you can probably hear on this show, I'm very loud. Right. And I've had people tell me when I performed before, I'd be like, can y'all hear me? And they're like, yes. Like, yes, we can. And I'd be like, are you sure? Are you sure you can hear me?
Gotta let them know.
I think it probably ruined the whole performance. Really, I talk so loud, I could just put the mic
down. Right. Yeah.
But that was
a loud voice. Yeah. That's a gift though.
It is, but when you're on stage with a microphone and you're talking way too fucking loud, it's not.
See, you gotta find the balance. You gotta find your balance.
Okay, hun.
Yeah. Cause see, my voice is not loud. Like I gotta kind of shout. Cause I'm more quiet, but I can get loud. But once I speak on the microphone, I do gotta kind of like get on that hoe. You know what I'm saying? I gotta open my diaphragm and shit.
Yeah, but like I always talk real loud.
Yeah.
I was at work one time and we were having a meeting and the manager was like, "Why are you yelling?" I was like, "I'm not." It's just I talk.
He said, "Why was you yelling?"
Yeah, why are you yelling? I was like, I'm not.
Oh shit, that is too funny. I can imagine it. Like there's some
I'm not.
right. That shit crazy. Oh yeah. I mean, everybody just ain't on the same frequency you on. That's
I'm a
it.
Leo, which
Right.
means I'm roaring at all times.
Right.
I don't think that people know I'm a Leo. So they're just like, why are you talking so freaking loud? And I'm just like, this is just how I roar.
That's it.
Speaking of Leo, it's Leo season, even though it isn't. To me and other Leos,
Right.
it's Leo season all year. I've been saying happy
Okay.
Leo season since March. How do you feel about Leos?
Oh, fire.
But how do you feel about it?
I like how you said that, roaring at all times.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
That's how we talk. I'm roaring.
right. I feel like
I'm not mad. That's just
Leo's are cool.
that's how we communicate. We roar.
You have to understand you cannot tame a Leo. You can't just Leos, you gotta let them be who they are.
No one understands that, and I wish that they would. Because
No, for real, you gotta let
I
them be.
control myself. That's what
Right.
people don't understand. I control myself. You don't need to control me. I'm controlling myself.
Right.
If
Right.
I wasn't, I would be eating everything.
Yeah.
You
I
don't
like
see
how
me
you
eating anything, do you?
know.
I'm controlling myself.
Right.
And
That's
so
true.
people just be like, let me control you. You don't need to do that.
Right.
I want to say enough about me, but it's never enough about a Leo.
It's okay.
I'm playing. No, I'm not. How do Libras feel about, you know what I thought about, and I'm so happy to be talking to you as a Libra, right?
Right.
Do Libras need anybody? I feel like Libras don't need anybody. And that's why you guys are so successful in life, because you don't need anybody.
I feel like, yeah, that's like an eventual calling. You realize it after a while, you know, realize it after a while. You're like, cause me, I always been independent, I always been independent from a kid, even from with my brothers, I was like always trying to do my own thing, just quiet, observative. Uh, I'm still the same way. I'm still the same way. I stay by myself. Like, I can do it. I got it. And sometimes
But when you say
that's
you don't
not
need
good. It's
anybody,
not good all the time. You gotta balance yourself.
because what's confusing to me about Libras is that you don't need anyone, but you're a people pleaser. So it's like, what is that?
See what I'm saying? So it's like,
Why do you people please if you don't need anyone?
I don't know. I don't, because we're good at it. We're naturally good at it. We're naturally good at that.
You want me to tell you why?
Yeah, we like to find those weird details.
I won't tell the world your secret. But trust me, I know.
Go ahead. I don't care. You can say,
right?
huh?
You're dominant, right?
Yeah.
That's why you're people pleasers, because you're basically orchestrating everyone, but you're being nice about it, right?
You can put, yeah.
Because Libra is I think it's a cardinal sign. What is that? Did you hear that?
You said a cardinal sign?
I hope that the Zoom's not gonna cut off. But anyhow, yeah, Libra is a cardinal sign, which means it's one of the leaders.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the leader of the air signs. And so you're like dominant. So you're a people pleaser, but it's because you're like pulling the strings, but you're being nice about it. And I had to figure that out through being friends with a Libra for 20 years and having a child with one. But that's a whole nother interview.
Right.
It took me all of that to figure out what I just told you.
Yeah. That experience.
Because Leo and Libra is like that. That's why I said it'd be cool for us to talk. Leo and Libra have a thing.
Definitely feel the vibe.
Y'all love us. Look at his face. I
Oh my God, baby. Yeah, cause y'all add excitement. Y'all add the excitement.
love Libras because y'all let me talk about myself, but you're probably judging me. You're probably judging me the entire time. Like the whole time, you probably just like, look at this girl.
Oh,
Do we have on the same necklace? Do we have on the same
yeah.
necklace?
I'm
See,
roped up.
do you see what I'm saying? Not playing people.
It really was. I promise. I've been had this on all day.
You guys let Leos talk about ourselves, even though you're probably like judging me and pulling me apart like the whole time. But you'll just sit there and just be like, yeah. I love when people shut up and let me talk about myself. So,
Oh shit! That's just too funny. Okay, all right. I'm back.
I cannot believe we have on the same necklace. I don't get enough compliments on this necklace. I think this necklace is fire.
I do too.
Like,
I get a lot of compliments.
Or something because nobody ever compliment me on it. But I'd be like, this necklace is fire. It's a good length. Look at that.
Right. It's a nice one.
You know?
Hey, but you in a whole different state. Like, I get, yeah, I get attention from it. That's why I don't wear it all the time. Cause I be like,
you get attention on your chain?
I do.
I have not gotten one single compliment on this. And let me tell you what I love about this necklace. This necklace is fake as fuck, but it's not, it hasn't turned yet. And I wear it in the shower and everything.
Right.
But it's,
Hey, look,
it's gold plated. It's gold plated, but it's fake as fuck.
Right.
But I wear it in the shower and it hasn't changed. But I have
Exactly.
not
Never turns green.
I have not gotten one compliment on this necklace, and I've had it for years. And I'm just like, really? Am I tripping?
Nah, they probably just be hating.
Maybe.
Like, oh, I wish I had that. So I ain't gonna say.
I still wear a herringbone, but I'm just not out shopping like that. Like, you gotta save up for a herringbone.
Herringbones? I don't know what that is.
You don't like herringbones?
I don't know what it is.
You know those thick gold? It's like a little.
Oh, okay.
Gold, and you get them in the mall.
And you get your name in there?
You can, but it's just like a little thick gold little strap.
Yeah. Okay.
They have some this size. They have some this size, and then they have some that's like that. And that's
I didn't know that's what it was called. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you just gotta mix it up. You mix it up.
It's different. I'm talking about herringbones, baby.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up though. That's all I'm saying. You gotta mix it up. I think it's more original to like not buy the outfit, and mix your own shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't buy the chain that goes with this jumpsuit and like get what you like. You know what I'm saying? Make it yours. That's what you get the right attention. You know what I'm saying? And whether they hating or not, or just complimenting you. They hating because you're doing something right. I heard that saying like maybe twice today. So yeah,
Apparently, being liked is overrated because don't nobody like nothing nowadays.
Right. You think so?
Apparently, being liked is overrated.
Huh.
I don't know what it's about. I still be trying to be liked.
I try to just be me,
I be doing me.
Yeah, that's it. Just trying to be me. And I am being me. Fuck that,
You are?
Yeah. I go so hard at being me because, I used to be trying to get the wrong attention when I was younger. And I wasn't being me. I was just hanging out with the wrong people that didn't really like me. Or, I'm trying to make them laugh and I'm like, damn, I really like clowned out.
Why would you say you were hanging out with them?
I don't know. I don't know. Because I might have wanted to feel accepted by them. I might have thought they was cool, whatever they was doing at first.
Yeah.
You know? I might have thought it was cool, but realized that it wasn't cool. And then I was like, nah, I'm gonna go kick it and do me. And then that's when I realized I like certain stuff. Um, and then I just got into being me, and
So
it's
what did
great.
it take for you to break away from them?
Oh man, music.
What?
Music makes you lose control. And that's what happened.
So they didn't like the same music that you liked, or what?
We didn't like the same things. I was like into reading and shit like that. These people was like more into let's get money, let's get the next pair of Jordans. Just more material things that I wasn't really interested in at heart, you know. But yeah,
So you stopped being friends with them. That's good. You gotta be yourself.
right, right.
What was I doing at 24? I left Atlanta and went to go live in New Orleans for like 2 months and recorded an album on my homegirl's couch.
Yeah.
I used to be gay. I used to be a bisexual. I know I still look gay, but there's nothing gay about me now. But I used to be a bisexual. And so I had broke up with this girl. And because we broke up, I said, fuck this shit. And I gave away all of my shit and I moved to New Orleans. But I ended up coming back. But I went to New Orleans for 2 months and I recorded an album that never came out. And I feel like possibly got sold away to independent artists.
Mm.
You feel me? But I went to New Orleans and I went to Mardi Gras and I came back with the headband and dreads and I had a good time.
Right.
That's what I did at 24, damn it. I'm sure you can relate. You just said you just came back from Florida. I'm pretty sure you did the man version.
No, I didn't go outside. I was in the airport. I ain't do that in Florida. I ain't do
You're
that.
24, you just be like, fuck it. I'm not even 30. Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't been through some wild shit. I can say that definitely it's been a ride, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like I'm glad that I'm like catching on early, for certain shit. Like trying to be a parent to myself in a way.
Trying to be a
Like
parent to yourself because your
yeah,
parents not as cool as you.
I mean, just I feel like it's part just me growing up, just growing up, just trying to understand what life is more from how can I say, a more general point of view, you know, like just open minded about stuff, just open minded. I feel like that's how I was able to get on
Can
my
I tell you
spiritual shit.
something?
Yeah,
I was just like you when I was 24, except I'm a girl, right?
right.
I'm still the exact same,
Mm,
but I know how to lie to people about it. And that's all that's gonna change. I'm still the same. I still think the same free spirited shit, but now I have to lie about it because I'm 33. And people be like, you don't think that, do you? And I'd be like, no.
What? Why you gotta lie to people? I don't think you should. I feel like.
I lie about that shit because people gonna be like, do you really think that? And then
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying
we all
though.
go through this phase. We all go through this phase where you be like, I'm gonna tell people, yes, I do still believe this shit. And people gonna be like, no, the fuck you don't.
Yeah.
And everyone's gonna start saying it.
Right.
Everybody's gonna be like, you don't believe that. You don't believe that. You don't believe that. And then eventually you be like, I don't believe it. But I just lie about it now.
Yeah. It's a different perspective.
A free-spirited person who was free-spirited at 24 and is still a free-spirit at 33, the only difference is now I lie about it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I don't think that. Nope, sure don't.
Yeah. So what's the point of believing it?
Because it affects my quality of life. I live a happy, joyous, free-spirited life. But when I get around people, I be like, yeah, fuck the world. Yep, because that's what everyone else is saying. But when I go home, I be having a fucking ball. I gotta make sure it's not a ball. That's why you still believe it. Because I have to still be happy. But people sometimes will make you miserable if you believe shit that other people don't believe. So you just be lying.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't believe that. But when I go home, I have a fucking ball. I gotta still have a ball.
Yeah.
Nobody's trying to be miserable.
Right.
What free-spirited people do, we like to be happy. But some people be like, there is no happiness. And we be like, okay, there's no happiness. But when I go home, I'm having a fucking ball. You better believe it.
Yeah.
This is my ball. I'm having a ball.
I see.
I think I had told you that one time though. I was like, I was just like you when I was 24. The only difference now is that I lie about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you know, man. It's like I say, it's level to it. It's levels to this shit. Yeah.
So this has been so much fun. I have to ask you these 3 questions that I asked my other guests. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
These are hard-hitting questions, and I need some serious answers. Do you believe in the Illuminati?
Wait, one more time.
Do you believe in the Illuminati?
Yeah. I believe in secret societies. Yeah. I believe that they try their best to stay incognito, invisible. Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
I feel like it's all bullshit. I feel like, you know, they've been lying to us since probably further than we can comprehend at this point. They got people docile right now, like where shit is going. You can tell by what kind of music is being pushed out. You can tell what kind of TV shows they got out. You know, it's just like in your face to the people who is still like able to see the shit and be aware. I can really go deep with it, but I really don't have to. We all, it's like common sense at this point. You know, if you haven't caught on, damn, you know, I pray that you do. But yeah, we at that point now where it's like, you know, back in 2011 and 12 was having conversations about the state we in now. And it's like, here we are, 5G towers everywhere, you know.
That pisses me off so bad. Let me tell you something. When they first started putting up those 5G towers, because when COVID hit, I had a theory that they just want everybody to go inside so they can put up these towers.
Yeah.
So when COVID hit, my dumb ass was still outside because that's what the fuck I do. So I'm still out driving around, even though there's a curfew and things of that nature. And all I saw was construction all down the highway and stuff. And I was like, they're putting up those goddamn 5G towers. And they want everybody to be in the house so that people don't see what's, you know, how it's being erected.
Right. That's what they did out here. They did that out here.
Is that they're putting down 5G, huh?
Yeah. They did that out here. And then the next day you came outside, they was put up. So it was like one day, and then you come up, they all like in between in the hoods. Really, like when you get in the city, you see them like disguised as telephone poles, street lights. When you get further out to the country, they be them long ass antennas that be way out in the middle of the woods, and then some of them be disguised as big ass trees. You know, like it's all kind of they out there, and they on top of every building in the city. If you really,
what gets me off about it is that
it's a
I'm in conspiracy with you. Are you gonna go there with me or no?
Oh, we already going there.
What pissed me off about it was that 5G, like Carrie Hilson said, I like to quote people who are controversial. Somebody say what Carrie Hilson said was stupid. I don't think it was stupid. Carrie Hilson said that 5G made radiation And that's what caused COVID, was all that radiation. So
It's the only way that
pissed
virus.
off, let me tell you what had pissed me off. What made me pissed off was that if the world goes to shit, people could have easily said, hey, what's up? Like, why are we putting up all these towers? But everybody's just like, hey, you know, you let the Illuminati do what the Illuminati do. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, right now, on the news, it's a petition going around where people are like, give us $2,000 a month for stimulus checks. Why it wasn't no petition going around like, hey, what's up with these 5G towers?
Right.
And then as soon as the world go to shit, you know, people just gonna be crying.
I think because people are really scared. They're scared to the point that they'll be willing to let somebody step on their neck as long as they give them a little bit of comfort. All right, you want a little bit of them government food stamps? Here you go. You know what I'm saying? Go on and eat you up some of that junk food and shit you don't really need. You know what I'm saying? Fill your refrigerator up with that shit. That's how it go. Like it's we killing ourselves and we know it and we not like it's oh man, it's sad. Like at this point we just
Be mad about stuff like that because I'm just like,
yeah, I do too.
hello, the children.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm
they,
saying?
at this point they letting the
$2,000
children.
gonna be gone just like that $1,400 was gone. But the radiation, you know.
Yeah.
So my next question is, bouncing off of that, how do you feel about the times that we're in? Especially like I'm interested. You're not a young dude, but you're young. You know what I'm saying? I'd be interested in what. I'm not trying to say I'm old, but I'm older than you. I'd be interested in what your generation thinks about the times. Like, do this feel normal to you, or do it feel weird?
I feel like, oh, that's a very good question.
You know what I'm saying? Are you just like, hey, it's life, or are you like, this shit is bogus?
You really want to know how I feel?
Yeah.
And I really think people can relate. It's like being in the middle. Like, okay, so imagine the only thing that separates me and you from touching is a glass. I feel like I'm in the middle of the glass at all times.
Really?
Since 2010. I feel like we're just in the middle. Like
you can see
the shit that's been happening, the shit that happens is like unheard of. You get what I'm saying? Hurricane Harvey, the freeze, this shit that just happened in Texas, like, but the freeze affected everybody down there. Yo, everybody lights went out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
in other parts of the country, you know, the world just goes on, and that's strange.
That shit never happened before. You know what I'm saying? COVID never happened before. Come on, the list is long. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, we in the twilight zone or something. Like, we done went through a portal.
We're in the 5G zone.
You know?
Talk about it.
And I really feel like it's a veil. It's some kind of veil that's fucking with the spiritual field. You know, because now that I think about my dreams, like when I go into that dream world, it's like, you know, you don't get to take too much memory back when you wake up. So it's like whatever you deal with while you sleep, it's like you experience that shit real fast. You know what I'm saying? It don't feel like you sleep for 8 hours. Think about it. Do your dreams ever feel like they've been 8 hours long?
Sometimes.
I can't remember 8 hours.
Every blue moon.
Okay.
Yeah, every blue moon, I'll have a continuous dream.
Okay. Right.
I've had dreams before where I woke up and then went back to sleep and was back in the same dream.
Wait.
It only
Say
happened
one more time.
but I know distinctly that I woke up and I was just like, that was a good ass dream. And then I go back to sleep and the person's like, you still there? And I'm like,
oh, right. Like the Matrix.
Like, yeah, I am actually.
That's crazy. That's like a lucid.
Can I tell you something?
I'm
I have
finna tell
never
you
told
something.
anybody this on public record. I can tell you something.
Go ahead.
Do you want the medium version or the short version? Because I'm not gonna tell you the long version.
Medium.
The medium version is, I noticed when Nipsey Hussle's album first came out before he died, the first thing I said when I saw the cover of his album is that it looks like he's laying in a coffin on the marathon. He's laid back in the seat, it's all black around him, and he's like basically saying bye.
Right.
Before he died, I was like, this album
You
cover
know,
looks like he's laying in a coffin, right? So after he died, I was broken up about it because me and his birthday is on the same day. I figured this out after he died. Both our birthdays August 15th, right? I loved him before he died, but when he died, I figured out, oh, that's why I love him so much, because we got the same birthday. I had one of those dreams, right? Listen to me now. I was in a computer lab in my dream on a big ass fat desktop computer. I was looking at his album cover and he was standing behind me in this computer lab. And I was like, see, when I saw your album cover, I knew that you looked weird. He, in my dream, he said to me, are you on the same time as me? And I was like, I said, I'm on real nigga time. You put me in a chokehold.
He put you in the chokehold?
Yeah, he wasn't squeezing, but he was just like, are you on the same time as me? And put me in like a chokehold.
Wow, that's crazy.
Ain't that freaky? I'm like, I'm on my dumb ass. I said, I'm on real nigga time.
She really went with that one though. Hey, that's your quirky shit though.
His ghost, and I'm like, I'm on real nigga time. I don't know what you're talking about.
See what I'm saying? You just got that, yeah.
I have that sauce even in a dream. I said, Nipsey, I'm on real nigga time. I don't know what time you on, babe.
That's crazy.
But
right.
That's freaky. He looked at me and said, are you on the same time as me? I still don't know what that meant. I'm like, what fucking time was I on?
And that was before he died, right?
No, this was after he died.
Okay. Wow.
So in the dream, I'm on the computer looking at his album cover, telling him I knew that something weird was about this album cover. And he was like, are you on the same time as me? And then he put me in a chokehold.
Right. You know, that's crazy because when I was saying when I first saw the album cover, I had got this ominous feeling about it. I was like, why it's called Victory Lab? I just looked at it, I was like, damn, this is like really one of his first albums. Why is like it seemed like he's saying goodbye. You know, I didn't really look at it like the way you did, but I got that aura, that energy from it. Now listen to the album.
If you like he was in the Cadillac or whatever, the drop top, whatever. That's a lively thing. That's you on the strip with the sun out, maybe some bikinis, some girl with some.
Yeah, it was dark. It was dark.
Like, why is this all black and why is he laying back like that? It looked like he was in a coffin. And I said before he died, I was like, it's something strange about this album cover. And honestly, it made me uncomfortable because I love Nipsey, but it made me feel like, but look, it makes you feel like he's an industry plant. Because why would you take that picture before you died? Like you already in the coffin, as if he's mocking us to say, like, I know I'm gonna pull this stunt. Cause it's like, why you taking a picture like you in a coffin and then you die and everybody's sad? So as much as I don't want to,
oh man, that was my nigga, man.
I still got a thought in the back of my mind, like maybe he is like an industry plant and he just was playing a joke on us or something. Cause you know how they were saying for the longest that Tupac wasn't dead. So I'm like, maybe he's on the island somewhere with Tupac, and he just, did that to tell all the real people, don't be real or you gonna die. That's why I don't believe in that shit. I'm like, he might be on the island.
You gonna die.
But yes, I swear to God, I had that dream and I'm scared to say it.
Yeah. See, I think that's the thing.
Because he touched me.
Yeah, he did too. Like he touched me in a spiritual way as well. I knew about Nipsey before he died, and I didn't know much about his music, but I knew of him. I was just like, man, he kind of looked like Snoop, you know what I'm saying? So I would always be like, aware of him. But around that time when he dropped that album, it was like I was tuned in on him spiritually, right? Because it was like right before he died, I used to just see him post stuff. Like I would just be getting on Instagram and I see him post stuff, and it'd be like a poetry quote up under it that'll kind of, just like messages. It's weird how that happens. And then once he died, what was I doing, man? I forgot. I can't think off the top right now. But once he died, I was at the airport. I was working, and I had this feeling the day before it happened. It was a weird feeling, and I couldn't sleep right. And so I woke up, went to work, just, and then I seen everybody was talking about it on their phone. I said, man, I had got that feeling again. And it was just like, whoa, like, almost like a deja vu. Like it was just weird. Like, fuck,
Yeah.
damn, you know. So it didn't hit me right then. It took a minute. But man, yeah. I don't know though. I don't know. That's a good thing
I think
to
that he
think
was
about
very
too.
powerful. I feel like, both of us are special and both of us are like, oh, we had a special connection with him, but maybe he was just that magnetic as well, where he just really was touching folks. Like, he really was
Yeah.
that nigga.
I feel like he was a leader in a way that people couldn't really understand. You know, the industry plan part too. You gotta think about that too. It's like,
I don't
because certain
believe
people
it.
are
It's like, why
changing.
he took that
It's
picture
like,
right before he died?
yeah, and it's the thing I think about commercial artists. Uh, I feel like they're chosen. They're selected like presidents. They're selected for them to be the face of this. And you're gonna rap and do this. We know there's more talented people than you, but we need you to push this line and this image, and like how you said, be afraid to be real or die. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I think
Come on,
that
instill that fear.
I have a
So yeah,
theory that he is on an island somewhere where Tupac is at, and either one of them dead, and he just pulled
yeah,
that
they're
song
drinking.
so that people who keep it real will be like, see, this is what happens when you keep it real.
Right,
Yeah,
you die.
which is
Yeah.
sad.
Hmm.
But look,
Yeah, because the way he
I'm
died.
dead or not, but I do know that that picture looked like he was laying in the coffin already.
Right.
And he, I'm not talking shit about Nipsey. I love him, respect him, but he pride himself on being like, it's all money in. We ain't got no, we run our shit. So it's like, you approved that album cover, bro.
Mm. Yeah, definitely.
And it looked like you're laying in a coffin, my man.
And you see what happened after he died, right? I mean, who's putting in all money in? Everybody was waving that flag when he first died. Now everybody put it up and they own to something else now. They talking about, new
I
baby,
gotta
and
see it.
everybody put guns back up again, So
Guns.
it's like, yeah, they put guns back in there. Hell yeah.
I try
Yeah.
to stay away from that type of talk.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, I'm just being real though.
No.
Like,
I'm just talking.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
talk about
that's
what
the,
you want to talk about.
yeah, but that's the
You
real
have
reality of
conversations,
it.
capital sage, and not either. Woo-hoo.
Hey, in this thing. But
Yes,
yeah, man. Yeah,
this has
it's
been
real.
rad.
Huh?
This has been really rad. Like, this is
Indeed.
a super easy conversation.
Right. I'm
Which I
fucking with
good with
the
me.
and
I guess if you did you have something else you want to say about that?
nah, I just feel like, it's something to learn from.
What?
Yeah, a lot of this. Just the musical aspect of all it, what's going on. Just you need to be aware of if you're gonna be an artist, how to move and who to fuck with and how to fuck with them.
I love how you
Uh,
niggas just let me talk about myself. Oh my god. No one else does that. Other people be like, no, me. And Lee will be like, go ahead.
I'm good
Go
listening.
ahead, boo. So I can pull your strings like a puppet. Let me ask you this last question. Can you do something like some type of string pull before we get off of here so people can see your power? Make me look stupid. It's okay. Let me ask you this last question. What's something interesting that you notice? Like, what's something that is different about your perspective that you feel like nobody else has?
My smoothness, my comprehension, the way I do my shit. Like, can't nobody do it like me. You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna be one night. It's only gonna be one me. You know what I'm saying? I can't be copied. My style is just, it comes from within. I ain't put this on. This not a mask. It's original. Um, I had a conversation with myself about how I was gonna be, because I really didn't have a father figure like that. So, I really had to just I had to I had to do that, you know. I had to be a father to myself in a way, you know. Um, yeah, I think my humbleness. I'm humble. I don't like to brag. I don't have to. I don't feel the need to. I'm not really flashy, and I appreciate shit. I'm appreciative.
Oh yes, there it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.